Hi everybody, this is Rebin Ganjali, and today I finally received my Dell server, PowerEdge R640. I'm so excited to get into the box and see what's inside. Alright, I'm carefully going to open the box. So here we go with the front side of the Dell EMC PowerEdge R640 server. The design is very nice, it's flat and you can easily see it is a 1-unit server. Let's start with the right control panel. There is a teeny tiny power on button, a USB 3 port and a mini USB port for connecting to iDRAC for managing the server. And here I have the information tag, a solid out label panel that contains system information. Then you can see there are places for 8 2.5-inch drive slots. Right now I'm using one of them for my SSD drive. You can easily pull it out, so let's take a look at it together. If you need more drives, you can add another 2 drives in the backside of the server instead of the PCIe slots. My purpose for having this server is doing virtualization, and I'm sure I'll need some additional storage devices in future. So in the middle I have a VGA port, next to it there's a place for DVD drive, which is optional. I didn't want to have it. On top of the DVD drive there's a USB 3 port. And finally, on the left side you see a control panel that contains the system health and ID status LED. One more thing about the front side is, this server includes a very attractive cover to protect the front side. It has a key so you can lock it. I'm going to show you the back side of the server. It's quite simple. You will see that at the top there is a couple of PCIe slots, so I can add additional cards if I need. Below of them I have the system identification button and the system status indicator cable port. An iDRAC network port is there, a serial port and a VGA port are next to each other, and 2 other USB 3 ports are there. To the right you see 4 NIC ports, where 2 ports support maximum of 10 gigabit per second and the other 2 ports maximum of 1 gigabit per second. And then there are 2 places for a power supply unit, but as you can see I'm only using one. Now the most interesting part is to open up the unit by unlocking the latch and pull it up. So we will have a look at what it looks like inside. There we go, I got the inside of the server. As you can see, it's laid out very nicely. It's pretty amazing. You see that it's quite a detailed piece of equipment. All of them are closely next to each other. I'm going to start from the center of the server, where the processor is laid. I have got just one CPU, which is loaded on socket number 1. It is right under that big heat sink. As you can see, socket number 2 is empty. But what kind of CPUs you can use for this server? This server supports 2 CPUs from 2nd generation Intel Xeon Scalable family, up to 28 cores per CPU. My only CPU has 16 cores, so I think I won't need another CPU for a while. Along the CPU sockets there are places for memory module slots. A bunch of DDR4 RAM slots are there. This system contains 24 memory sockets split into 2 sets of 12 sockets, which support maximum of 7.68 TB of memory, and the speed is up to 2933 megatransfers per second. I have 2 16 GB memory cards, totally 32 GB. In the right side of the unit I have 5 fans, which keep the system cool. I can add 3 more fans to reach out to 8 fans, but I think this should be enough for the CPU, memory and other equipment. Just notice I wanted to buy something that was powerful enough for my work, but also fit my budget. There's a PowerEdge RAID controller H330 for supporting 3 to 12 gigabit per second SAS hard disks and 3 to 6 gigabit per second SATA hard disks or SSDs. The PCIe slots and power supply units that I already talked about are located on the left side of the system. Other equipment that I want to show to you is an internal dual SD card module V flash that can be used for store disk images for iDRAC. For me, this is a very special device because I want to use it as a bootable storage device and deploy my VMware ESXi on it. This was what I wanted to share with you about the Dell EMC PowerEdge R640 server. And please leave a comment if you have any questions or thoughts about this video. Thank you for watching and please subscribe to my channel Jaljaloqa.